Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome in. So, I'm sure you guys could tell I've been kind of experimenting with the background here. No, you're smelly. I took a shower today, I'll have you know. Beans. I did have a burrito today. It was Taco Tuesday over at my apartment complex. Getting a sip of tea in there. Yeah, so everyone, welcome. As you can tell, I'm experimenting a little bit with the backgrounds here. I wanted to go with something a little more colorful, checking around what's available on some stock sites. And I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I feel like I'm in some weird geometric spaceship going through space. Um, I'm going to keep with it for the time being. I don't know if I'll keep that starting soon screen. Might change that into something else. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, welcome on in. As you can tell from the description, this is going to be what I expect the 3D background is sick. Yeah, thank you. I really like how I was able to layer, because these are two separate assets, right? One of them is kind of the geometric patterns, and then there's this like media source, which is kind of like flying through this geometric space. I'm really happy with how those two turned out. Um, so yeah, this should be the last hurdy-gurdy stream. We got pretty close, unbeknownst to me, last stream. Let me go ahead and bring up my hand cam here. Yep, hello, I am back. So, and I'll also go ahead and put on a little bit of background music here. Can't tell if that's actually coming through. I don't think it is. Let me go ahead and play out with this. Where's your fins? You're not a fish. No, I am not a fish, unfortunately. Nor have I ever claimed to be one. How would this affect my ability to play BattleBit? What, me not being a fish or you being a fish? I guess it depends on whether or not the weapons you had are capable of holding fire, are capable of being operated by fins. I mean, would it put me at a disadvantage if I was a fish in BattleBit? Let's see. Microsoft Edge. Come on, where's that window? The U.S. Army doesn't discriminate. That's very kind of them. Okay, I think this should fix it. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Now we got some background music. I'll be in the Navy, Top Gun even, riding pilots in the cockpit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this. Where the heck did I leave off? I got pretty far into this. Yeah. Also, if the music gets too loud, let me know. I went for something a little bit more upbeat this time, but I can always turn it down. Okay, I'm not completely done yet, it looks like. So I need 107, 108, and 109. I think they should all be in here. Haha. Yeah. Big fan of this record. This is Opio's Slurp and Giggle. Great example of some glitch hop. Okay, got these, and then there was also the 109 piece. That's right. My man here making the doohickey from the Renaissance. Yes, I did time travel from the Renaissance to show you all the wonderful, magical hurdy-gurdy. The hurd of the gurd, as it were. We're all going to learn what one sounds like by the end of the stream. Okay. Now, which one is which? Okay, that's 107. Okay. It's okay. Might need to bring out my trusty hammer. I'm stinky and I'm mean to you. I have never been mean to you in all of my days. Ooh, doesn't want to go in there. There we go. Okay. And then I set all of this down on top of this thing. Where the heck is... I can't even fathom where this piece is going to go. What? I did grab the right piece, right? Yes, I did. Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, it has to go in the widest part of all of these. Just hope I don't break it. There we go. Oh! Duh. It doesn't attach the instrument, it's a stand. I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep it off to the side for now. Okay, let's see. Cool. So now, looks like most of the components have been built at this point. Test out its spin. There we go. It's a little annoying to spin, and I don't quite know exactly what's gripping it. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to go crack it open. But I say, I can keep it applied pressure as long as I have it kind of close to me. There we go. Now it's kind of moving. Okay. It does recommend sanding the edges of this thing a little bit. So that might help with its ability to spin. So we'll try that out. When someone asked me to try VR chat, I minimize the window to a 101 try to just play a different game. I don't... It's not that I dislike VR chat. I think I'm just a little bit awkward jumping in with people that I've never met. But also, I get motion sick pretty easily. So, it's something that I'm not opposed to trying out more often, but I think I'd rather do it with like a group of people that I'm already friendly with, you know? Oh my gosh. Come on, turn. I wish I could show you. Like, there we go. I think now I'm able to turn it pretty consistently. It's the people for you, the game, you understand how it works. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, no, it's... If I'm playing with people I like, then... The game doesn't matter quite as much unless it's something that I know I totally dislike. And then again, I'd rather play games I'm already enjoying. Yes, that is very true. So, okay, I sanded it. And now... Okay. Use the fishing line supplied. Oh, but I have to rosin it first. Okay, let's do the rosin now. Okay, so for those of you in attendance who are not string players, rosin is a substance used to add basically material to the mechanism that you use to play on the strings, and it acts as a gripper. So if you think of like a violin, you know how you've got the bow, which has those long strings of like hair that you drag across. Yeah, a little bit like glue, actually. Yeah. So, fun fact about violin strings, or grippers. Yeah, yes, grippers. Fun fact about violin bows is that they're actually made out of, traditionally, they're made out of horsehair, which have little tiny microscopic hooks in them. So when you add rosin to it, it actually kind of like amplifies the gripping power of those little hooks and makes it easier to grab onto the strings. So when you drag a bow across a bunch of strings, what you're actually hearing are those little hooks plus the rosin gripping onto it in a consistent way. So I think the hurdy-gurdy is kind of acting very similar to it in the sense of it is going to be able to kind of grip onto. Oop, I don't think I want to drop rosin down there. It's basically going to grip onto the strings and kind of create a droning sound. The only thing I'm not sure about is how much rosin I should be adding here. I'm kind of just eyeballing it and doing it. Oh, okay, there we go. I see a little bit of buildup happening there. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but there's like a layer of white dust showing up. That's the rosin. And that's exactly what we want. Rad. Yes, Zeph. That device is going to bring Europe out of a dark age. I sure hope so. You know, they've been in a dark age for long enough, I say. It's time someone pulled out the metaphorical sword of the stone and showed them the way. You will be playing Taylor Swift songs with it. I could try. I don't know any Taylor Swift songs off the top of my head, even on violin. Maybe this back of this book has some Taylor Swift songs in it. If not, I'll find something Taylor Swift related. Okay. You know, I was just kind of thinking to myself, depending on how long this stream lasts, I'll probably string it up, play a little bit of music with it if I can get a sound out of it. And if it's only like an hour in, I might jump to like a game or something. We'll see. But I'm definitely gonna spend as much of this stream as I can finishing this. Okay, I think that's enough. It's hard to tell. But okay. 1, 2. Use the fishing line supplied. Okay. So this fishing line is supposed to be the strings, I guess? I'm very curious to know what the sound this is going to make. What? Oh my gosh. It wants me to cut this string in half. It couldn't just pre-cut it. Oh, okay. I mean, that's no big deal. It basically just... Yeah, cut it in half. Okay, I will be right back so I can get myself a pair of scissors. Uh, I guess enjoy the music for the time being. Alright, hang tight. Be right back. And we're back. Okay. we cut this in half, with each half being approximately 3/4 of a meter long. Which is, I don't know that conversion off the top of my head. I'm not going to even try. Welcome back. Yes, thank you. I know you've all been eagerly awaiting for me to put this medieval instrument together. I shan't make you wait any longer. That looks like about halfway, right? All right, now we have 2 strings. First one. Okay, there's a very big highlighted warning in the instructions here. Let's see what it says. Attention, do not confuse. Attention, this set includes rosin. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, all it's saying is don't confuse the rosin for the wax. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. All right. First one goes into here. And then, yeah, y'all see how it wants me to tie it. I don't have much experience tying things like this, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. Okay. So I wrap it around. 1, 2. Okay, I need more slack. There we go. There we go. 2, 3. And then through this loop and pull tight. Okay, I think that should hold. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's one. Okay, and then it wants me to do the other one too. Okay. A little bit higher. No, don't curl. Thank you. Oh my god. Ugh. This happens with real strings too. They just curl up on you. One. 2. Oh. 3. There we go. And that's 2. All right, we got 2 strings. Okay, so now we get to open up this piece. Start pulling the strings in. Red, you know you're wonderful. Well, thank you, Zap. You're wonderful too. Just the way I am. Thank you. That's very nice to hear. You filled up my sink with sand. I don't know. I guess if it makes you feel more at home, sure. Okay, so this string goes here. This string goes here. You are everywhere. You wormhole anywhere that holds water, even your water bottle. I think there was a. That's why it smells and tastes fishy. I think there was a stand in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that did that too. That just could teleport like anywhere there was water. It's been a while though. I don't remember who that was. Okay. There's one. And then the other one goes through that hole. Oh, did not want to do that. Ugh. Come on. Get out of there. Okay. Okay, let's try putting. I guess I should probably try to make it more appealing to you so it's not just me fumbling around at the dark. Okay, so next step, I've got these strings through this little kind of slit right here. So that's holding it now. So now, put that off to the side. We get to put this one into that hole. There's a very tiny hole down right here that I Can you hear me now? Somehow I muted myself. I don't know how. I I haven't been just silent for a while, have I? I don't remember hitting the mute. Oh, you know what? Maybe I hit the space. Yes. So I like shrimp tempura rolls. I like spicy tuna rolls. I like eel rolls. Um, Basically anything that has like a bit of spice to it, and I've also noticed like tempura crunch on top. I generally will like a lot. Okay, I think that works. Honestly, we're gonna kind of have to hope that this works because I don't have another backup plan here. You prefer? Oh, you prefer the nigiri, so just the yeah, yeah. No, those are very tasty. I my default is the rolls just because that's how I started eating it. I've had a couple nigiri that I like. Okay, how does it want me to cut it? Something like that. Cut. There we go. Most sushi places would just drown sushi in mayo and cream cheese and a shit ton of sauce. Yeah, I actually I learned early on I don't like sushi with cream cheese, like pretty much at all. Like I don't know what it is about it. That combination of flavors just doesn't work for me. Mayo I don't mind, especially if it's like a bit of a spicy mayo. I'm down with that. But I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, I if the more sauce is on it, the harder it is to appreciate the actual flavor of the sushi itself. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, now we're tooting. Oh, you hear that? Where's my mic? But also, why is it I push the front line of battle pen and see the entire Indus Valley civilization enemy team? Yes, it is making a sound. I don't know how much it wants me to tighten it, but that is okay. I think it will tell me later on. Okay, now we basically do the same exact thing with the other side. Uh, I'm guessing Jesse. I made the Jesse. We gotta make this hurdy-gurdy. Yo, Mr. White, I don't play with stringed instruments. What it? Yeah, what it do, Mr. White? It's a medieval stringed instrument. It's similar to a violin. Oh gosh, this is gonna be even tougher because it's like right on the edge there. Okay, I think I see how I can do it. Okay. And sorry that this isn't very easily visible. I basically have to take this string and thread it again through here. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of trickery to get that. I bet a pair of tweezers would make this easier, but I really don't want to run out and get more. Oh, duh. Fortunately, there's still enough slack that I can just do that. There we go. Okay. Knot number 2 done. Let's trim it. All right. String it up again. I can't see this thing staying in tune for all that long, to be honest. Okay. Cool. Is that how it wants to sit on it? Okay, I'm actually going to turn down the background music here because I think we're starting to get to the point where we can actually make music with this thing. Okay. I'm not 100% sure where it actually wants this string to go. Oh, I think it wants to go right there. Yeah. What did these guys do? Oh, was I supposed to keep that down? Interesting. Eh. Apparently, there was a little piece that I could rotate here, which should probably have made it easier for me to put the strings on, but that's okay. Yes, what if? Is that supposed to touch? What if Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul characters attend the Era Tours concert of Taylor Swift? What kind of timeline would that be, and how would that affect LeBron's ability to play Project Zomboid? Okay, let's see. Um, for starters, would any of the characters of Breaking Bad actually go to see Taylor Swift? Right? I can't imagine Walter would. Jesse might, if that was the kind of thing he was into. Jesse had a pretty wide variety of taste in music, from what I remember. But I also remember him playing just like a lot of heavier stuff, like a lot of hip hop, heavy electronic over at his place. Um, I'm overthinking. Probably wouldn't affect LeBron's uh what ability to play Project Zomboid. I'm sure he could play if he wanted to, but that also assumes that he and what if Tuco was a Swifty? He'd probably be a lot less of an asshole if he were. Yeah, there we go. All you needed was a little Taylor Swift. I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. Okay, it goes behind the string. Perfect. Okay. Saul wouldn't be locked up for 78 years for being Walter's accomplice if he said if he just said just Swifty things. You think so? All you needed was a little Taylor Swift. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Something is catching this. What am I catching on? The Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, Taylor Swift timeline. What a livid time. There sure would be a lot going on in that timeline. Okay, the next piece, it actually is telling me to go to some website in order to figure out the rest of the tuning. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do here. Let me grab my phone out. All right. How do I tune this thing? Yeah. I don't need the description. I just need the tuning. I have the instructions. Tuning. There we go. The model has a melody string for melodies and a bourdon string for background sound. 6 keys correspond to 6 notes. We recommend to tune the melody string to D, and the boudoir string is also to D. Okay, but how loud is it what octave is it recommending? Oh, this is gonna be great. It sounds it sounds like scratching on a chalkboard. Okay, here we go. Uh, this string is not laying comfortably on this thing. It's like a ukulele fine tuning first before you make mixtapes. Yep, exactly. It's not really sitting. It might just be maybe I don't have enough rosin on it. It's not. Okay, how about this? Let me tune the higher string first. Maybe that'll be easier to hear. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be perfectly honest with y'all. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a very good sound out of this. We'll try anyway, but my hopes aren't particularly high. That's more of an E than a D. A man is playing TV. Just need some eucalyptus oil and a lot of hope. Seriously. Alright. Oh, what are these little things for? Is this fine-tuning? Well, I clearly did something not quite right. I wonder what that is. Did I add too much rosin, maybe? Wow, it's really fighting me to actually play any notes. That's interesting. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show the camera what I'm dealing with here. Is the gurdy tuning well? So that's the thing, the gurdy seems to be holding its tune. With the exception of the fact that it sucks right there. Can't really... It just wants to play harmonics there. Maybe if I... Yep, I'm playing a banger. I'm playing my new age track here. So, it's tuning well. The problem is, it's not really creating a sound when I actually spin the wheel over the strings. And it's producing a lot more grip when I actually spin the wheel. So, okay, let's see what we are at right now. Okay, I'm going to look at that tuning video one more time to see, just in case I missed a step. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, I see what's going on. I need you all to just take a second to appreciate what is needed to get this hurdy-gurdy up and running. There is an obscene amount of rosin on this man's strings. You see, it might... I don't know if my webcam is focusing that well. Yeah. All of that little, like, kind of white buildup on the strings, or on the... Yeah, on the strings where the wheel touches, that's rosin. He literally had to cake the strings on the wheel of the hurdy-gurdy in rosin. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, we might be here a little while. This actually perfectly explains why I'm not getting a good sound of it. Some cooking oil and coat the thing. I don't know if cooking oil will be enough, to be honest. I think like I said, rosin is basically like glue. It sticks to this, and it's going to just like... I need to just cover this thing in it. Okay. I think I'm on the right track. Like, you can actually hear more of a sound coming out of it. I wouldn't say it's pleasant, but it's a sound, right? God. It doesn't help. I'm pretty sure that this rosin is like... I mean, I'm not gonna call Yu-Gears cheap here, but I'm very curious as to the quality of rosin they put in here. The fact that it's just crumbling apart in my fingers. If I just sit the scratching ASMR, my hand coating it like putting butter on toast, except the butter doesn't stick. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you like my scratching ASMR? I hope that's all as pleasant for you out there as it is for me out in here. Because it is. Wow, I am picking up dust everywhere. However... Okay, let's try it now. I mean, that's a sound, right? Oh my goodness. This is also really difficult to spin for some reason. So I don't know if I like screwed up somewhere in the play love story when you set it up. Yep, I will make sure love story gets played on this. Okay. I'm gonna try something here just to make sure that I'm actually like capable. This is I think I just need to tune this string like really fucking like a lot. That doesn't sound very consonant. Oh my goodness. Whoa. You hear that? Something popped into place. Alright, let's make it sound and not shitty. I don't know what I did to fix it, but it's working now. Okay. Let me go ahead and adjust the camera a little bit too, so you can actually see what I'm trying to do with it here. Okay. So, okay. I will say one issue that I'm having here right now is that the bottom string really is not hitting the wheel very well. Oh! Is that what I'm supposed to do? That is not pleasant at all. Okay, now what happens if I... My man is playing putting nails in meat grinder. Explain to my ear doctor about my recent loss of hearing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't come into work today. I listened to a wizard create a hurdy-gurdy, and it sounded it sounded like scratching nails on a chalkboard. I'm sorry. I can't give you a doctor's note. You're gonna have to figure that one out on your own. Okay, let me add some more rosin because I think I'm starting to get there. I'm just gonna assume I need to rosin the shit out of this again to get this to actually work properly. Although, I'm glad I watched that video because I probably would have missed the fact that he literally, like I said, caked this thing in rosin. It's so funny, like, I can hear it as soon as the wheel releases, it plays the note that it's tuned to, but as it's turning... Hang on, let's try this. Call me Sean Kingston with this hurdy-gurdy. Yep, for real. Because that beautiful girl Sadie. I think there's something wrong with my hurdy-gurdy, y'all. Alright, what have we learned here? What is going on? Wait. Okay, by the way, you're building something this complex is amazing, Peak Feed. You're a fantastic complex model builder. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you know what? I'm like Sound notwithstanding, I'm actually really happy with how this whole thing has come about. Like, this is, like I said, this is the first musical instrument I've ever tried to build like completely from scratch. So, and at the start of this stream, I wasn't at the start of like this series, I wasn't sure whether or not it was actually going to give me something I could play. So, at this point, I'll kind of take what I can get. It'd be nice if I could create something that made at least a somewhat decent sound. But I don't know if you heard the sound coming out of that phone. It didn't sound that great when it was all said and done. I'm more on the build than if it works or not. Honestly, it's a cool instrument. Yeah, and I think I think the fact that this is labeled as like a mechanical model kind of speaks to that, right? The idea that it's showing you how the hurdy-gurdy works from a mechanical perspective. It doesn't have to make the greatest sound, right? And you're exactly right. It's the process of just going through, building it, seeing how it operates. I'm gonna try a little bit more tuning. I won't force all of you to sit here and listen to me play something really like nails on a chalkboard, but I am noticing something here. There's two different notes that I'm hearing coming through. One is what happens when I release, and the other is what happens when the wheel is spinning over it. See, I can actually play a few notes on this. Beyonce, when hearing this gurdy, the single ladies ain't putting a ring on this one. Yep, that's true. The problem is that in order to keep it like the pressure applied, it's like, wonder what's going on here. Did I not push this? Oh, that is too funny. I just broke a string. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and stretch. Oh my gosh, everyone. I have officially broken my first hurdy-gurdy string. And I think that is a great place for us to complete this model build. Oh my goodness. And you can hear the D string now. I will not subject you to any more now. Okay, so what have we learned here? Hurdy-gurdies, very complex to make, have a lot of cool gears inside of them. They come with a lot of these pieces that you have to sand and then wax to get them to fit together. Their strings are very, very thin and made of fish wire. That's the actual material. They are like a violin in the sense that you need a rosin, the mechanism that actually plays them, and you need a shit ton of rosin, which is true if you're playing a violin for the first time. You need a shit ton of rosin there. And they also sound like shit. That's not true. I have heard some very nice hurdy-gurdies out there. I am sure that this one, if it was built, I don't know, more robustly, probably could have pulled off a really good sound. But you know what? We got a sound out of it. That's more than I thought we would get. And I was able to kind of tune it. So, and then I broke a string. Okay. Yeah. That's enough of that hurdy-gurdy. So, I think we're going to be calling the hurdy-gurdy stream there. I won't end stream just yet. We're, I think, only like 40 minutes in or so. No, we're a little over an hour. I'll probably switch to some sort of game here. Let me go ahead and put the music back on while I figure out what we're going to do next. Okay. You know what, though? This hurdy-gurdy is going to make a nice addition to whatever collection I have here. So I think it's supposed to just sit like that, but it doesn't really seem very stable. So I'm just gonna lay it flat here. Oh, also, it's not a total loss. We did still make a hammer. So, you know, if I ever need to hammer a wooden nail in again, I know what I can grab. All right. That will do it for the hurdy-gurdy.